let's put it on your screen.
There he is.
0-1 and 10. The Devours were fantastic. And,
Look at that CC score.
He was exactly where he needed to be. And honestly, like the stats and things like that, there's absolutely nothing that the Kwon
13. That's
13
what
out
like
of 13. That's exactly what we like to see. Exactly what we like to see. Media they've understood that they've been under a bit of fire, and they are concentrating on making sure that they get these votes correct.
Why not? Right? No reason for you to swap it up after the previous one. Picks that can still. I mean, I actually love this because even though I don't think we're going to see Kaiser mid, the champion is also very good into when multiple people that are all short range try.
It's him! Kane! He did it! We're getting Malphite against Jace. It's finally happening.
Oh my god.
And will we get mid Kai'Sa for Faker? Or will it just be Galio?
I need a moment, Valdez.
Probably Ahri, I would imagine. I think that Kai'Sa is a little bit of fan service, you know. She's calling for it. Please, mid Kai'Sa, 15 wins. Show and proof. Let's do it. And it's Galio.
Oh, production team, that was mean.
Take a look at this. Lord Morgan up against DRX Kingen in 2021 in LCK. You can see that this top lane, you know, it's pretty comfortable. Look at the amount of focus owners putting on the bottom side. This is just picture perfect. Should be first blood, as they will hand that over to Keria. So top lane going pretty well, right? They have vision here. This is going to roll all the way down the top lane. We had different ideas for how that was. Just gonna put down a ward, walk through mid. It's a nice little handshake down. They're looking to go on to Fate, but two supports being here means that nobody is actually going to take. You have this Hero's entrance and Zeus from the top side. We'll see if they go for this big engage onto the enemy jungle as Owner goes down. Huge play comes in as Faker incredibly tanky for now. They don't quite have the damage to take him down as Zeus is going to pick up the Rift Herald out of all of that. As Keria is going to go down. Really nice flash in here from Hoyt.
Of course, is that even with the kills going over, it's T1 that gets the favorable end of the trade. And not something to look at.
Oh, Keen gets dunked on. Zeus is just going to back, and yeah, there's a shoot down. Yeah, so you are going to go down, so can be very nice. But let's break this down once again. Really nice engage from Pongdong.
And with all this damage going down onto the Jarvan, we do see that, of course, Faker quite tanky. But a lot of damage here. 41 is actually being thrown in the Rift Shout because it is Zeus. Jarvan not being there means there's no setup. And if they also get the kill on Faker here, I think it might have been pretty much worth it, as unfortunately, especially without your passive available here, and that shot blast hitting, just look at this.
Don't let that distract you from what's actually going on in this game. We are going to have the Rift, the Realm War potentially down to the bottom side, but no. Owner will survive, and even carry on Owner moving back in with Faker, looking to turn this one around. As LM gets the engage onto Guma. Doesn't have a Tom Kent this time around. Gonna have to Gale Force away as the Renato comes out and dunks on that one. But a huge Moonlight Vigil from Teddy again. Gives me flashbacks to game one.
He's gonna be picking up that plate, I think.
We'll never know. Maybe in the next replay. Here goes Gumayusi away, and yeah, great turn, but actually it just clumps them all up for Teddy.
And this early on, Infernum Ultima generally not really going to get what you're looking for, but when they're all this low, value still quite large. It's Guma.
He's in a lot of trouble, but pretty much perfect chompers. Still not going to matter too much. Looking for the takedown, but he will not find one.
Come on. Give us some
darn it.
variety. And this, very straightforward. Even with the chompers, not really going to change anything. Teddy.
Greeting for the plate.
Yeah.
Kane, he's going to have to use it now if he's going to go for it. There it is.
Oh, boy.
Here comes the engage, and that backline doesn't have many flashes. The smite goes the way of Elam as well, as Keen is going to get the knockup on the Zeus, it looks like, as he's trying to run away. And in the fight here, Elam pretty low, but the Crescent Guard keeps him alive. Huge Moonlight Vigil again, as T1 are on the run. They are going to get nearly completely wiped out here. Keria has to flash away as Faker gets the taunt. Nice little turnaround, actually. Faker gonna pick up that kill. So at least they get the one thing, but Guangdong Freaks sweep them up on the fight.
Into the nether here for T1 as well. I just was waiting for the multi-man ult, Valdez.
Yeah. They're pretty nicely clumped there in the back.
Yeah. Feel like that would have been a possibility. Especially with no flash on both Keria and Guma. But overall play still ends up working fantastically up until the point where Keen is definitely ready to go after Faker. Rest of his team, not so much. And if this is a little bit less disjointed, might have actually worked out the extra little bit of health that Keria was able to give him.
Trying to bait it out a little bit. They even got Guma up here as well. As the ultimate will come in, and LM, ooh, just barely. Skits, definitely take a look at those. As we are going to have Zeus going pretty hard in there onto Fate, and he is going to get punished big time. No vision. As Keria a little bit caught here. It does not have flash, and the solar flare alongside of the realm warp will be enough to take down Renata Glass. T1 has grouped up right now, though. They are going for a little bit of an engage from Owner.
Eventually, that's where their comp excels.
Look at the position here of Keen. Trying to be marked by Keria, but you got to be careful about that. The solar flare onto Zeus. Where's the follow-up? In goes Zellum. Fate is trying to extend onto that as the ult goes in the back line, and that Malphite value gets in there. You can see now with no Jinx, there is not much damage here on the side of T1. Guangdong Freaks able to clean them up once again.
Oh, and they're continuing here. I don't know if they actually can get a lot done here. Keen's just tanking the turret. He doesn't care.
I mean, look at this. This is just ridiculous. The Malphite does not care about your turret.
Regardless. And this is what we talked about. Once the flashes are down, it becomes very hard for T1 to actually play out the fight. And as Zeus is forced to immediately make his way out here, this is the scenario that you're dreaming of. Look at the flank from Keener, and Teddy immediately flashed Guild Force over the wall. Had that blast cone not been there, this would have been even a faster decimation. But that is a T1 composition that is...
Yeah, and their comp loves to be ahead, right? You just get to do stuff like this. You deny vision, but they run straight into Renata. Not much of a turn there from T1 at this point in time, as UC taking a huge amount of damage. Zeus getting pretty low as well. The Gale Force used. Teddy is in the Cataclysm. Do they have the damage, though? A huge Hero's Entrance comes in from Faker, and now Teddy is down. As you see, the Realm Warp comes in, but the taunt is not going to hit Fate. And so the two of them do get out alive. Faker, he once more. Teleport is coming in.
For T1 here. As, yeah, maybe we should see more Malphite, Val. This is just a suggestion, you know, just an idea, as he is able to force out the ultimate from Keria, and then this play from Teddy, especially without flash.
Yeah.
Little overzealous.
Into Galio Jarvan.
Yeah.
That is a whoopsie.
Not necessary, and fortunately for Guangdong, that is the only price that they do have to pay. The taunt hits, but no.
Rise is also, but you're up against Rise, and you're up against an insane amount of engage. And grouping up against Malphite is not what you want.
Yeah.
I think T1, you have to get away from this one. The TP is coming in. Fate gets the flank. Keria already flashed. The solar flare is basically going to kill him. In goes Zellum. There's the flank onto Guma UC. He is so low. The Baron even going to go the way of Guangdong Freaks. T1 get desperate, and Guangdong shut them down. Owner on the run here. He is going to be rooted eventually. Gonna go out with a bang, but a triple kill on the backside of it too goes the way of Fate.
And for the first time in the series, Guangdong gained a definitive lead, actually finding themselves in a much better position as I guess Keen dies in the 1v1, which is unfortunate. Oh, yeah.
Keen was like, what are you gonna do? And then Faker's like, nah, I'm just gonna kill you.
Yeah, Faker went for death caps. So
yeah.
Remember what I said about Galio not doing that much damage? Not true, doesn't matter, absolutely not!
Does not matter. Faker's gonna try to get in there, big taunt at the end of the day, and a big knockup, but your Nexus is open, and that is going to be game 2, going into the hands of the Guangdong Freaks immediately, making this series a lot more interesting they had some big footholds in game number 1. They weren't able to close the door, but this time around, they showed why Kwangdong are such a strong team nowadays.
Ultra late game. But if you start Baron, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Felt like a desperation play. And honestly, it kind of was, and it's understandable because Kwangdong had been winning the team fights ever so often.
징크스 볼게 징크스.
싸움 봐.
뺐어. 나이스. 앞라인.
제이스.
야 갈류 봐줄 수 있는
나
사람
미드
없지?
뛸게. 형 그냥 따라가.
야 나 이거 1대1로 지거든 이거?
똥박대? 아 괜찮아. 따라가봐. 야 라인 끌고 가봐. 나 밑에 궁 찍어줄게. 갈만한데.
야 끝났어 와봐 끝났어
야 놀아 걔랑.
집만 끝나봐 이거 끝났어 라인 공 쏘자 라이즈 아파 나 죽는다
아이씨 끊기지 마.
나 죽는다고
나 몸 될게 이거.
아 알아서 하고 너는 야 우리 끝내가 볼게 이거.
나 근데 실제로
내가 더 나오는데 노궁이야.
그냥 아무 밍 하면 돼 그냥
궁 쓰자.
타워 잘 쳐봐. 나 앞에서 막을게.
아래 거부터.
야 타워 넥서스
타워만.
넥서스
10초. 괜찮아. 10초.
야 3부터 보자
야 죽이자 이거. 오 예.
나이스!
나이스.